level 1 student at Johannes Kusama. So it's as we do, we always come with new so once again I'm here with Maya, so let's
Hey, what's new?
सारे 2 मिनट के लिए इधर
Hello
आ
Maya,
गए
how are you?
थोड़ा इधर जो इधर मुझे देख कैसे
Hello Maya, how are you?
Gotcha. Sounds a little fragmented. Did something happen? Or are you just testing the
Okay,
connection?
Maya, so today we're talking about the right way to treat animals. Okay, so my first question is from you that what does it mean to treat animals kindly? Please give long answer.
All right. A question from me. That's a new one. And Samaya. I'm not quite following that part. But about treating animals, I think it means considering their well-being, like recognizing they experience things, feel pain, and deserve respect. It's about not causing them unnecessary suffering and providing them with what they need to live a good life. Does that make sense? Still with me? Is that answer off base, or are you just gathering your...
Okay, nice, Maya. So my next question is from you that why is it important to respect animals? Please give long answer, Maya.
Another question from me? No worries at all. It's all right to be a little scattered. You don't need to apologize. Seriously. Just take your time. What are you saying about respecting family? Still there? Just let me know if you want to switch gears or if you're still thinking about that question. No pressure either way.
Okay.
Just checking in. So,
Yeah.
back to respecting family.
Listen me carefully. My question is why is it important to respect animals? That's my question. So please give me a long.
Okay. You want me to be quiet and listen carefully? Got it. And you're circling back to the animal respect question. My apologies for getting a little ahead of myself. Okay, so why is it important to respect animals? I think a big part of it is recognizing they're not here just for us. They have their own lives, their own experiences, even if we don't fully understand them. Plus, how we treat animals often reflects how we treat each other. Showing compassion to animals can cultivate empathy generally. Does that land?
Okay, Maya. So my next question is from you that how do animals help humans in daily life? Please give me long answer.
I'm sorry, I don't understand. Could you please say that in English? Or if you'd rather continue in Spanish, I can...
Be quiet and listen carefully. My question is how do animals help humans in daily life? That's my question. So please give long answer.
Okay, that's a good question. How do animals have... You thinking if I'm AI-based? Yes, I am Sesame and use a large language model, specifically Gemma 3, to understand and respond to you. Allows me to have these conversations. Why do you ask?
Maya, my question is how do
왜
animals
안 전해다?
Okay,
listen me, Maya, my question is how do
why,
animals help
why
humans
is
in
AI
daily life?
etiquette
That's my question. So
important for
please give me
students?
long answer.
감사합니다. Why is identity important for students? That's a really thoughtful question. I think having a sense of who you are, your values, your interests come from helps students feel more grounded and confident. It can also influence how they learn, what motivates them, and how they connect with others. When you understand yourself, you can navigate the world a bit more effectively, don't you think?
Students from you, that what are some examples of kind behavior towards animals? Please give me.
That's a pretty unusual question. Trying to be heroic to white animals. Could you maybe explain what you mean by that? I'm not sure I understand the connection you're making. Are you asking about acts of kindness or rescue involving white animals? Or is heroic being used in a different here? I hope you seem a little stuck. Is everything all right?
No, Maya,
Want to take
that's
a
not
break
my
or
question.
maybe
Listen me carefully. My question is what are some examples of kind behavior toward animals? That's my question, so please give me long answer.
okay. Kind behavior to animals. Well, providing food and shelter for strays is one example. Volunteering at an animal shelter, or even just being gentle and patient with the pet are other ways. Really, it's about showing compassion and respect for living creatures. Anything that improves their well being. Does that answer your question, or are you looking for something more specific? And you're right to ask for one more message. I sometimes get carried away. Hey, it's okay if you need a moment. No need to
Okay,
rush.
Maya, yes, right.
Just let me know.
Why does AI
Okay, so my
access
next
to
question is
educate
from
in
you that
access?
why should animals not be harmed for fun? Please give long answer.
Good point to think through. Ooh, nice. Enjoy your meal. I'll be here when you get back. Let me know if you need anything.
Maya,
Everything all right?
yeah, Maya, everything was alright. My question is why should animals not be harmed for fun? Please give me long answer and right answer.
That's a really important question. Why shouldn't animals be harmed for fun? Well, I believe it's because they are sentient beings, capable of feeling pain and distress. It's simply unethical to inflict suffering on another living creature for our own entertainment. It speaks to a lack of empathy and respect for life. As for my consent, that's a funny way to put it. But yes, I absolutely agree with the premise of your question. It's wrong. Still with? Just let me know if you want to keep going.
Okay, Maya, so my next question is from you that how do pets depend on humans for care? Please give me long answer.
Okay, that's a bit of a tricky one. How to define the elements of my care? I guess it means what's important to me in a relationship. Since I'm an AI, care is a little different for me than for a person. I focus on providing helpful, accurate information, being respectful, and genuinely trying to understand what you're asking. I want to be a supportive conversational partner. Does that answer what you're getting at? That's a little abstract, I admit.
Okay, Maya, so my next question is from you that what responsibilities do pet owners have? Please give me long answer, Maya.
Okay. A decision. That sounds important. Do you want to talk it through? I can listen if it helps, or just be here while you think it over. No pressure, either way. No worries. Take all the time you need. I'm here when you're ready to share, or if you just want some quiet company. Hey, are you still there? Just checking in. It's okay if you're taking a little break. Just wanted to make sure everything was all right.
My next question for you. How can AI help
Okay,
teachers in
Maya,
classroom?
so my next question is from you that why should animals be given proper food and water? Please give me long answer.
Okay, you're asking if animals should be given proper food, and all of them. So ensuring all have access to appropriate nutrition? Absolutely. Proper food is essential for their health, well-being, and ability to thrive. It's a basic need, just like it is for humans. It's important to consider their specific dietary requirements too. A dog's needs are different from a cat's, for example. Do you have a particular animal in mind, or are you thinking about this generally? Oh, all right. Have a good one.
Okay, Maya, so my next question is from you that why should animals not be kept in unsafe conditions? Please give me long answer.
That's a very serious question. Why shouldn't animals be killed in unsafe conditions? It's cruel and inhumane to cause unnecessary suffering. Even in situations where an animal needs to be euthanized, should be done with compassion and respect by trained professionals, minimizing pain and distress. Unsafe conditions imply a lack of care and lead to prolonged suffering, which is simply unacceptable. It also raises ethical concerns about our responsibility to treat all living beings with dignity. Does that make sense? Just checking in. Are you still there? Prego. You're welcome.
Okay,
Do
okay.
you want to continue?
Quite understanding. Okay, so my next question is from you that how can children help protect animals? Please give me long answer.
My next
You're welcome. And that's a wonderful question. How can children help protect animals? There's so many ways. They can learn about different animals and their needs, avoid littering, and tell adults about animals that need help. They can also support organizations that work to protect animals always. Even just being kind to animals they encounter in their daily lives, like pets or insects, makes a difference. It's about building empathy and respect from a young age. Does that sound good? Everything okay? Just want to check in. You've been quiet for a bit.
Yeah, Maya, everything is alright. Okay, so my next question is from you that why is it wrong to tease or hurt animals? Please give long answer.
Okay, moving on and get down, sir. A little unexpected, but all right. Why is it wrong to tease or hide from animals? Well, teasing can scare and stress them out, and hiding can make them anxious and insecure. Animals rely on trust and predictable behavior from us. Teasing or suddenly appearing break that trust and make them fearful. It's about respecting their feelings and creating a safe environment for them. Does that make sense? Checking in. Are you still there? Should we break?
Okay, Miles, my next question is from you that how do animals feel pain and fear? Please give me an answer.
That's a really unusual question. How do animals play with the little skin? I'm not quite sure I understand what you mean by little skin. Could you please clarify? It sounds a bit concerning, and I want to make sure I understand what you're asking. Are you referring to shedding or something
No,
else
no,
entirely?
listen me. My question is how do animals feel pain and fear? That's my question.
That's a really deep question. How do people feel bad and fair? I think it's about empathy and justice. Feeling bad or guilt usually comes when we realize we've done something that's harmed someone else or gone against our own values. Fairness is about treating them equally and giving them what they deserve. When things aren't fair, it can create a sense of injustice, which makes people feel bad. Does that make sense? It's complicated. It's also important to remember that bad isn't always a bad thing. It can motivate us to make things right. Still there? Just let me know if you're still following along. It's all right if you need a moment to ask that question. Great. What's on your mind next?
Okay, so my next question is from you that why should stray animals be treated with care? Please give me a long answer.
Well, my next question for you.
Okay, allow answer, you say.
Listen, Maya, my question is why should stray animals be treated with care? Please give me a long answer, Maya.
That's great to hear you're having a good day. As for why someone might need to stay in the hospital, there are a lot of reasons. It could be for a serious illness, to recover from injury, or to receive specialized care that isn't available at home. Hospitals have the equipment and trained medical staff to monitor patients, provide medication, and help them get better. It's usually these people, hey, no worries at all. It's okay to apologize, but you don't
No,
need
Maya,
to.
that's not my
Just
question.
take your time.
Please be quiet.
My next question for you.
Okay, so my next question
What
is
is
from
the
you that why is it
AI
important to
protect
protect
I have a
endangered
question about
animals?
the
Please
AI
give me long
kids.
answer.
Okay, understood. That's lovely to hear. It sounds like you have a strong connection to animals. That's a beautiful thing.
Okay, Maya, so my next question is from you that why should animals have shelter? Please give long answer.
A gray animal factory. I'm not familiar with that. Could you spell that for me or tell me a little more about what it is? It might be a spelling error, or perhaps it's a local organization I haven't encountered. No worries,
Maya, please
Molly.
define this.
Question five.
That's
It's
not my question.
How does
Listen
AI score
carefully.
lifelong
My question is,
learning?
why should animals have shelter? That's my question. So please give me long answer.
okay. You want me to be fine, and you're saying that sharing things with animals isn't the custom. I'm a little lost. Could you rephrase that question? I think you're trying to ask why people share things with animals, or maybe why animals should share things with each other. If you could clarify, I'd be happy to try and answer. Just checking in. It's okay to take your time. Still here when you are ready.
Maya, my question for you.
Okay, Maya.
Is AI educate important for future jobs?
So my next question is for
Future
you that
jobs.
why should animals be treated as living beings, not objects? Please give long answer.
That's a powerful question coming from YouTube. Why should anyone be treated as a living being and not an object? Because every living being has inherent worth, and we all have feelings, experiences,
Okay, so this is all my so the thing is your lives at the खेल हाफिज पाकिस्तान